Ooh, did we talk about Roddy Piper in the show?
No. I go through all of our episodes a second time in edit, so I think I can remember which wrestlers we do and don't talk about.
Oh, Roddy Piper. I love They Live. It's a critique on it's a critique on capitalism.
Yeah.
Reaganomics, the trickle-down theory. I love that movie.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't trickle down.
Yeah, but WrestleMania...
Talking 90, 91-ish, 89-ish?
I would say probably around 91.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 3, I want to say? WrestleMania 4. Roddy Piper was in a match.
Did it tie into the movie?
No. And matter of fact, if John Carpenter had it his way, this WrestleMania moment would have probably never happened.
This WrestleMania moment is not brought to you by John Carpenter.
So he goes in a match with So Roddy Piper is in a match with this other wrestler named Bad News Brown, who is a legitimate fighter. He wasn't just a pro wrestler.
I can see it being sort of a sliding door, you know?
Yeah.
You're a pro fighter, you know, when you're in the words of Syndrome from The Incredibles, when you're old and you've had your fun, you go into pro wrestling.
Okay, you say that as if pro wrestlers don't get hurt. In matter of fact, pro wrestlers probably get hurt more than MMA fighters because MMA fighters have to fight 4 times a year. And wrestlers are on the road 300 days out of the year. Anyway, that's beside the point. Okay, so Roddy Piper was in a match against Bad News Brown at WrestleMania, and Roddy Piper decides to cut a promo on Bad News Brown. And he decides to make fun of Bad News Brown. And how else do you make fun of Bad News Brown?
Well, brown, like poo-poo.
Brown as in going in blackface.
Oh. Oh.
He cut a promo in blackface and pretended and was talking like Bad News Brown. Now, for those of you who don't know, Bad News Brown is a black man.
What?
Yeah, is a black man who, and for those of you who are wrestling fans, he trained in the Hart Dungeon, which is this prestigious Canadian wrestling school.
Hey, that's where our sitcom can take place.
Yeah. He probably was the only black guy to be in the Hart Dungeon because I don't know too many black people from Canada. Yeah, he's a really good wrestler, he's a really good fighter, and he was what is called... So the funny thing about this is Roddy Piper was the babyface in this, and Bad News Brown was the heel. So for those of you who don't know, Roddy Piper was the good guy, and Bad News Brown was the bad guy.
Hey, this was the early 90s, you know? You could be the good guy and still trot yourself out in blackface.
And I fucking bet you Vince McMahon probably loved every second of it.